Hello YouTube, my magical name's Night Seeking Bear, and this video is a response to ShockNoAweNow's video Wiccans love ShockNoAweNow.com. ShockNoAweNow. I have to tell you that as a practicing Wiccan, you don't know what you're talking about. Okay? Number one, the facts that you put in your video are just complete crap. You just don't know what you're talking about. Okay? You say that all Wiccans worship the devil. Where's your proof for that? Really? Where is your proof for that? As a practicing Wiccan, I'm very offended by that, bud. Okay? You're a fundamentalist Christian. You sound like an evangelical, and I really have a problem with that. One major criticism I have of you, before I get into the bare bones of my complaint with you, is that you never film your videos while you're riding your motorcycle, dumbass. Do you realize that you can cause an accident where you're at while you're filming yourself on camera? That is so stupid, it's so lame, so retarded, that you're lucky you didn't kill anybody. So, you're not impressing me or anybody by pulling that kind of stunt. Really. You've got nothing amazing in your video to show me what a great director you are when it comes to your videos. I've only watched 2 of your videos. But now that's out of the way, let's get right down to it. In your video, you say, Wiccans worship the devil. First of all, we don't believe in the devil. Okay? Let's get that out of the way. And the reason being, it's a Christian entity, not a Wiccan one. Get it? Number 2, we worship, most of us that is, worship a god and goddess. I worship a god and goddess in my own religion. I practice Strageria. That makes me a Stragan, which means I practice Italian witchcraft, which is a little stricter than eclectic Wicca or any other tradition of Wicca out there. And that's the truth. Next, we don't go around shoving religion in other people's face like you do. Wicca is a very decentralized religion. We're not organized, and we're not monolithic. Not at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. As I recently told Captain Not Very Awesome, we're not monolithic, which means it's not an organized religion. We don't think the same way. We don't think there is one true path, like you guys do. Another thing, we don't kill animals. We don't kill babies. We don't hurt people. We don't cast spells on people without their consent. And if we do cast spells, it would be to help people, not against their will, because we know the karma can come back to us. Any negative energy that comes to us can either be positive or negative. If we put out any positive energy, then the energy will come back to us threefold and we will be rewarded. But if we put out any energy that is negative, then it will come back to us threefold and we will be punished. That's the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. And more importantly, you have this great hatred and disdain for anybody who doesn't think the way you do. It's not just Wiccans, but I get the sense that you hate anybody who doesn't agree with you. That's sad. That's really sad, bud. And to be quite honest, there's really no excuse for that. I'm not going to get angry with you tonight. It disgusts me, it angers me that you have to say crap about my religion, about people like me. But I'm not going to blow a gasket over it. But since we're going to talk about human sacrifice, since you Christians love war, and since you Christians love to kill people, gee, the Catholic Church for thousands of years have been killing people in the name of religion. People were using Christianity and Catholicism in the name of religion to advance their own agendas. So what does that tell you? Ever heard of the Spanish Inquisition? Ever heard of the 300-year wars? Ever heard of the Salem witch trials? Actually, I'm sorry, it's not the 300-year wars, it's the 100-year wars, but either way, the point is, have you heard of those conflicts? Witches aren't evil. They do not go out and kill people. And they don't use frogs and newts to harm life. And finally, if you're going to put out a video, do some research. I don't care if you say you've done your research. You haven't done your research, pal. You just haven't. And that's what really pisses me off about you, is that you haven't. Having said that, I'm closing this tonight by saying Merry Meet and Merry Part, and blessed be well to my fellow YouTubers. We now return to regularly scheduled programming.